What's up, guys? Seth Campbell here. Thrilled to have you on this online presentation on this Zoom. You guys, if you're joining us through Facebook, glad to have you. What I'm going to do real quick, you guys, and this is going to be super short. My job is to really introduce you to this game changer, this amazing opportunity, trend-setting side hustle, you guys, that is changing lives all over the country. Has changed my life, changing lives all around the world, as a matter of fact. And I'm going to do it very quickly. And I know that because I actually have a meeting in 13 minutes. And so this is going to be a crash course, you guys. Which is good, be able to get the information to you as quickly as possible. So hold on tight, pay attention. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull up a PowerPoint real quick so that you don't have to just stare at me for the rest of the time. So you're welcome for that. And let's go ahead and get this PowerPoint pulled up, and then we can dive right in. So there we go. All right, here we go. To the first slide, you guys. Again, my name is Seth Campbell. I'm going to do this really, really quickly. And let's go ahead and make it full screen. There we go. All right. Ultimate Biohacker's Guide to Take Control of Your Own Biology. Let's just talk about LifeVantage. Now, what I want to talk about tonight, you guys, I'm going to talk about two massive trends that are happening right before our very eyes. First and foremost, let me tell you guys why I'm doing this, why I'm even a part of this trend, and that will actually lead me into one of the trends. But the reason I decided to go give this thing a shot, see, the information that you're getting right now, I actually started getting this. I got this information in your shoes, getting this on a crash course phone call, about 7 minutes on the phone with somebody who would actually become my first mentor in this business. But I got this information in my early 20s. I was a full-time college student. And for me, what it really came down to is what you see here on your screen. You know, you spend your first 20 years kind of learning, getting ready to be an adult, so to speak, and go adulting and doing all those things, being a grown-up and have a job and things like that. So I was going to school. That was my version of being an adult. I was getting ready for my career. And what I found, you guys, is that what happens for most people, the path most people are on, is that what they're going to do is when they enter the workforce, they're going to spend about 40 to 50 hours a week on average. For some of you, it's more. Some of you are laughing at that going 40. I wish it was 40 to 50. But 40 to 50 hours a week. And you're going to have to do this for about 40 to 50 years of your life. And what's going to be the primary thing that you do in your life? If we're honest, it's work. See that word earn? You can replace that with the word work. Work is going to be the primary thing that you do with your life during that 4 to 5 decades. And during that time, if you're disciplined and you save enough money and you invest it wisely and all that, then towards the end of your life, in your 70s, let's say, you get to live. You get to retire, right? How does that sound? If I lay it out like that, if that's the plan, how many of you are like, yeah, sign me up for that? It sounds awesome. What if there was a way that you could have just a side hustle? What if you could go out and pour yourself into something that, rather than paying you a linear income, which is exchanging time for dollars, this is something that could actually pay you leveraged income or residual income? And what if you could go pour a period of your life into something on the side, by the way, not quitting your job and all that stuff, but pour your side hustle into something, pour your time into something on the side for a period of 2, 3, 4, even if it was 5 years, that then can set you up to receive residual income, recurring leveraged income. Now you get to go live life. What do you think sounds better? And so that's one of the huge trends in the movements, you guys, is a movement towards the side hustle. As a matter of fact, we're seeing it, you guys, this thing called the gig economy, which is fascinating. Think about Uber for just a second. You guys, why do you think Uber's so big? Okay, Uber's not big because people need rides. People have always needed rides, and there's already a solution there. There's been taxi cab companies for a long time. There's public transportation and trains. And you guys, Uber's not successful because people need rides. Uber's successful because people need a side hustle. Think about the Uber commercials that you see. When you see an Uber commercial, is it all about like, hey, take your next ride with Uber? Most Uber commercials, you know what they're about? Drive for Uber. They're actually calling it the ultimate side hustle, which I'm going to have to respectfully disagree. But that's what they're marketing to the people who need a side gig. Airbnb, rent out your room and earn some extra money, right? Or when put your house up for a rent when you're gone for a week or whatever, right? Facebook, entrepreneurialism all over Facebook, online. Buying things in China for cheap and reselling them on Amazon is huge, right? So the point is, you guys, I'll put it to you this way. Forbes has an estimate by the year 2020, which is just 2 years away, that 50% of all adult Americans will have a side hustle. They'll have a side gig. Why? Because people are realizing the 9 to 5, the 40 to 50 plan that I just showed you, it's not working. You guys, they're not getting ahead. They're not getting any closer to retirement. You don't want to be 65 and go, wow, I'm not even close to retiring. I guess I'm going to have to work until I physically cannot work. I guess I'm going to have to work until I die. That's what pulled me into it, was the realization that, man, I need to have a side hustle. And more we're starting to see that, you guys. The side hustle is becoming mainstream in this country. So ask yourself, do you have a side hustle? And if you're on this page watching this video and you don't, then I need you to look at this as a potential side hustle and see if this could solve some problems for you, okay? Now, let's go ahead and go into the second trend. You guys, the second trend is a trend of biohacking. You guys, biohacking, it's really fascinating, but it's basically taking control of your own biology. What's cool is that science is finding now that there are actually things that we can put in our bodies that actually can turn on genes, right? That can actually, in a positive way, alter, I don't want to say alter your genetics, but kind of optimize your genes to do what you were genetically programmed to do. You guys, here's the cool thing. As human beings, you know, we're programmed for health. We're not programmed for cancer. We're programmed for health. We're programmed for wellness. The bad things that happen to us happen as a result of environmental toxins or poor food or a sedentary lifestyle, things like that. So just like we can biohack the wrong way, right? We can eat, you know, we can eat McDonald's every single day, like that movie Super Size Me. That guy was biohacking the wrong way. We can also biohack in the right way. We can hack our body to do what it's supposed to do, to be at its premium, to operate at its premium, okay? Which brings me to the beginning of the genesis of this great company. I'm actually going to come back to this slide. Let me talk to you guys really quickly about the breakthrough. Here's the breakthrough. Back in 2003, I believe it was, there was actually some scientists and researchers and individuals that were able to help discover a compound. Now, this isn't a chemical compound. This is a compound of all naturally occurring plants and things like that have been used for a long time, that have some health benefits, but none of them are really breakthrough. But what they found is that, you know what, gosh, when we combine these 5 things into this one little yellow pill, when somebody takes it, it does something remarkable that's never been done before. Here's what it is. You actually have a biomarker in your blood. When you can pull your blood and we can tell you about how old you are. This little biomarker tells us your biological age. It tells us how fast you're aging. Or as scientists would call it, it shows us your oxidative stress. What is oxidative stress? I want you to cut an apple or a banana in half and leave it on the countertop. You can even just do it right now. Pause me and go do it. And then by the time I'm done talking here in the next 6 minutes, you're going to see that it's starting to change color. It's oxidizing. And for years, the answer was antioxidants, right? We use antioxidants to combat this, to slow down the aging process. Problem is they don't work. Science has proven that out. They don't really work the way we thought they do. But here's what's cool. They said this one little yellow pill turns on some genes in your body. It's called protandem NRF2 synergizer. It turns on the NRF2 gene. NRF2 is pretty fascinating stuff. It's a master regulator of the aging process. And when that happens, here's what they found. They said after 30 days on this product, you can't distinguish the difference between an 80-year-old and a 20-year-old by looking at that biomarker in their blood. All of a sudden, all these universities start to come forward. First thing that happened was ABC Primetime actually showed up, you guys. ABC Primetime shows up and says, we got to take a look at this. They take the host of ABC Primetime, draw his blood, and so, you know what? This guy's got the blood of a 50-something-year-old man. Put him on the little yellow pill for 2 weeks, draw his blood again, and guess what happens? Got the blood of basically a kid after 2 weeks. The result of that breakthrough that was featured on ABC Primetime in 2005 was all these universities came forward. We now have, I think it's 26 or 27 peer-reviewed, independently funded medical studies from places like Ohio State University, Harvard Med School, the American Heart Association, that have done the National Institute of Aging, the American Aging Association, doing studies validating, you guys, there is not a product in the world that does what this does. This is the first product that's ever been clinically proven to slow down the rate of cellular aging. You guys, it's got 7 patents. It was featured on NBC, ABC News, the Wall Street Journal, PBS, the Today Show. Dr. Phil even had a guest on the show, a celebrity guest. He asked Donny Osmond, how do you look so young? How do you stay so young? And he protandem, right? The fountain of youth, he called it. You guys, it is a legitimate breakthrough. So let's talk about this trend of biohacking. You guys, at $300 billion a year industry are being spent on anti-aging products. $120 billion a year being spent on anti-aging skincare. $67 billion a year in pet care. $50 billion in energy drinks. $37 billion a year in weight loss. Here's what we've done, you guys. To stay at the front of this trend, we have gone in and we have taken this breakthrough science, this breakthrough, I'll call it biohacking science, NRF2 science, and we have built an entire line of wellness products, you guys. An entire line of products that is at the forefront of nutrigenomics. Nutrigenomics and biohacking is a major trend, and as a company, we are leading the way. You guys, there's a breakdown of all of our products right there. As a matter of fact, in the top right there, you see the Vitality Stack, which if you have seen the biohacking video, it's actually a cartoon that we put out. You've seen the Vitality Stack and exactly what that is. That's the essentials. That's the things that are vital to be a biohacker and keep yourself well, keep yourself healthy. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into what this all means for you. Let's bring this home because I want to do this as quickly as we possibly can. By the way, this is a list of all of the countries that we're actually open in. Now think about the opportunity that sits in front of anybody that you know in any of these countries. You guys, let's talk a little bit about the opportunity itself, about the business, okay? Network marketing, direct sales, social sharing, social marketing. It is the ultimate side hustle. Why do I say that? I want you to think for just a second, you guys. Think about Uber, all right? Now, some of you might drive for Uber. Probably most of you don't. Maybe every one of you is taking an Uber, though. You get an Uber, you drive for Uber. If I get in your car, you give me a ride. When we're done with the ride, you're going to get paid. You run your entire business from a smartphone app. Pretty cool. What would happen, because you got to keep driving the car, though, right? You got to keep picking people up. And what if I said this? You drive, give this guy a ride in the Uber, and at the end of your ride, you're going to get paid. But what's going to happen is every time that guy takes a ride in an Uber forever, for the rest of his life, every single time, I'm going to go ahead and keep paying you. Even if it's not you giving him the ride. Every time that guy uses our service forever, you get paid. Guess what you have now? You have leveraged income. You have money that continues to come. Now, what if you give a ride to 2 people, 4 people, 8 people? What if you spend a couple of years just out there giving rides on Uber and you've given a couple of thousand rides? Now guess what you have? You have leveraged income that you don't have to give rides anymore, you guys. That would truly make it the ultimate side hustle. Well, here's where network marketing is the ultimate side hustle. First of all, the business is incredibly simple. Laptop, lifestyle, social sharing. Here's how this works. If you become a distributor, which I'll show you how to do that in just a moment, first thing you're going to do is you're going to basically become a distributor. You're going to get your business sent to you in a box, which is pretty cool. And you're going to text the word LifeVantage to 44222 and download an app, the free LifeVantage app that your distributor ID number will help you log into. You can track and run a lot of your business from there. Now, we're going to teach you how to actually build your business on social media, which is super cool. It's awesome, right? Because it makes your business literally limitless and simple and something that anybody can do, which is crucial, okay? Now, let's talk about how you actually build network marketing and why is this thing growing so fast? 2011, it was a $150 billion a year industry. Right now, we're already at a $200 billion a year industry just since 2011, okay? I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Let's talk about how you actually build a business, okay? Don't worry, I'll get back to those slides in just a minute. But there's basically 2 essential things to keep track of. Now, I'm not diving into detail, you guys. There will be other videos here that we'll post on this page that go into detail on compensation and stuff like that. I'm giving you the broad overview. But there's 2 things you do. Essentially, you can build a network of consumers, a network of biohackers. These are people that want to biohack, be healthy, take control of their health and wellness, and take the product, okay? You share with them the information, the video, the media, the Facebook group, the biohacking Facebook group. You share that stuff with them. And so that they can see for themselves what this is. And if they say, you know what, that stuff looks pretty good, I think I want to be a biohacker, you have a website. The company's going to give you one for free. They can just get on your website. Or that little app I told you about, you can set up their order and text it to them. They can click, this is how simple it is. They can get your text, click a link, hit autofill, and the product is on the way to their house, you guys. They pay the company sends them the product, then the company pays you the commission. Now here's where it gets beautiful. That consumer, every time they take the product for the rest of their life, every time they reorder the product, because they do get a big discount if they're on a subscription, every time they run their subscription every month forever, you get paid. The company continues to pay you for that, right? So as you build a network of consumers, you continue to get paid. Now, I'm going to text the person I have a meeting with and tell them I'm going to be 2 minutes late, which means you got two minutes left in this presentation. So that's how you know it's going to be quick. That's how you build a network of consumers. Now, there's 2 ways to get paid. You're going to get paid weekly, which means the minute they buy their first product, they do it through your website or through your app, you get paid at the end of the week. Very next week, you're going to have a paycheck, okay? You also get paid monthly on all the recurring orders. There's a second thing that's pretty cool that you can do. You can teach other people how to drive for Uber, so to speak. You can teach other people how to download the app. You can teach other people how to send someone a video or send somebody a link to buy some product, and then you're going to have a distributor. And with a distributor, guess what a distributor is? They're a customer gatherer. Every distributor can build a network of customers. But what's cool is that every distributor in your group, their network of consumers is your network of consumers. You guys, I've got about 40-something distributors that I brought into this business that have turned now into tens of thousands of consumers. I could not have done that on my own. It would have been impossible. But because I found some entrepreneurs, some people like you on this, like people like what you're finding watching this video, I found a few of those people. I've got thousands and thousands of customers now. And that creates leveraged income and a lot of leveraged income. I'm going to show you how much here in just a second, okay? Let's show the income disclosure statement. I want you to pay attention to the monthly average, all right? Your average Pro 3 in this business, $580 a month. How many people do you know that an extra $500 to $600 a month would make a difference? Now, this is a rank that you should be able to hit in the first 30 to 90 days. It's not a leadership rank that you got to, it's something you can do quick, you guys. $500-600 a month in your pocket. The average Pro 4, $1,200 almost, $1,193 a month. The average Pro 5, $2,500 a month. And it grows from there. You guys, I've been doing this now for about 9 years. I'm at a Pro 9, which means I'm not even to the top rank yet. But you know what? It takes care of my family, more than enough to take care of my family. So if you're going to do this, when do you want to be involved? Okay, so this little timing slide. You want to be involved pre-momentum. I'll keep this really simple. Hindsight's 20/20, but it doesn't pay well. You don't want to get involved in an opportunity when it's obvious it's going to be huge. If you can find the trends and position yourselves in front of them, if you've been invited to watch this, that's why. Because it's two massive trends. The trend of biohacking and the trend of the side hustle, the gig economy, are in front of us. As a company right now, you guys, we sit somewhere in our innovator stage. We're looking for our innovators and our early adapters. We haven't hit the early or late majority, you guys. We're not even thinking about the laggards right now. The next 3 to 5 years is where we will probably capture 80 to 90% of our growth. It will be called momentum. How would you like to participate in momentum? You guys, it's very simple. You're going to pick a pack. Pick a pack, the gold pack or the platinum pack, okay? It's going to come with product. It's basically your business in a box. It's what you need to get started. You become now a distributor and have the opportunity to go build your network of consumers. And we're going to do it as a team. As a matter of fact, if you're watching me on Facebook, we can do it as a team right here on this page. It's incredibly simple how this business can really be built, okay? So my point in all of this, you guys, this very, very broad overview is that you've been now introduced to the ultimate side hustle, to the opportunity for you to not have to depend on a single source of income or depend on your company to be loyal to you and not lay you off or whatever. You've got the opportunity to go into a thing where you determine your worth, where the upside is limitless, where you can do whatever the heck you want to do, and you can do it on your time from your laptop. You guys, if you hear noise in the background, it's because my kids are swimming, and I'm outside right now. It's actually really hot, and I'm sweating, and I can't wait to wrap this up. But anyways, you guys, it's a beautiful business. It's changed my life. I've been completely unemployable for the better part of a decade because of it. And the best part is being a part of this great company and great community. We have the chance to support some great causes because we've got people in this company who have never done this before, who are now generating generational wealth because of this opportunity. And we, as a company, have the chance to participate in individuals' lives, helping them be better through this opportunity, helping their health through our products, and helping our communities through these great causes. So, guys, I want to invite you to become a part of this community, a part of this family, become a part of Life Vantage. You guys, we would love to have you. All you got to do, get with the individual who showed you this video, this webinar, Zoom. Just get with them, pick the pack, download the app, and let's get rolling and building your future and your dream, guys. Thank you very much for your time, for your attention, and we will see you guys all very soon. Bye-bye.